Right, okay, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is my match preview to a massive game. Man City versus Chelsea in the Premier League at the Etihad. Yes, a massive game. Let's get into it. I mean, look, you look at the table, that's all you need to know. We're fourth, we've got 40 points. They're fifth, they've got 38. Just closing behind, I mean, they're level on points with Bournemouth with 38 points. Oh, sorry, they're 11 points in Newcastle on 38 points, Bournemouth for 1 point behind them on 37 points. So, it's all very crammed in this fight for top four. I mean, look, I think Bournemouth got quite a hard game, haven't they? They've got Nottingham Forest. Newcastle do have Southampton, so you expect to win there. So, more than likely, if we don't win, then we are going to drop down to sixth place at the very least. We've got quite a decent goal difference gap to Bournemouth, so we shouldn't be dropping down to seventh. But we could drop down to sixth if we don't win this game. So yeah, it's a massive game, really big game if we want to get top four. I mean, look, you can see that it's sort of hard to predict. They've got a bit of form of recent though. In their last 5 games, they won 3, drew 1, lost 1, and they've scored 24 goals in the last 5 games. Have only conceded 7. So, they look like a team in form, but if you do look at their wins, it's against Ipswich, Salford, West Ham, and Leicester. So, I mean, no disrespect to them four, but not the best teams, are they? Let's be honest here. And obviously, we have seen them bottle 2-goal leads to both PSG in midweek in the Champions League and Brentford a few weeks ago. So, form-wise, that looks pretty good. But you look at it realistically, it may not be as good as it possibly looks or it comes out as. And let's say they bottled 2-goal leads against PSG and Brentford. Leicester, well, that was 5 games ago, so it wasn't like it was last week. It was a while ago. But then they still struggled against Leicester. Leicester pushed in for a while. Leicester could take their chances, and they could have got something out of that game. So the form-wise, Man City looks really good. And don't get me wrong, 24 goals scored, 7 conceded is unbelievable. But it's not all as it looks. Don't judge a book by its cover necessarily. Their home record this season, they've won 6, drawn 2, lost 2, scored 21, conceded 14. So once again, very good home form. But 4 of those 6 wins did come in their first 5 home games. So once again, as of recent, it's not as how it looks. Maybe recently they might have been. I mean, recently they've struggled everywhere, haven't they? Compared to how they normally are, but maybe a bit more than what they usually would. So yeah, Man City. They're really hard teams to read right now. We don't quite know what we're gonna get. I mean, look, they're gonna be good. They're gonna score goals, and it's a concern because the way our defense has been recently, we've been really shaky, and we know what Man City are like. We have periods or even halves of games where we just completely collapse, and if we do that against City today, they can score their goal, score 2 goals, whatever, and they will just sit back. They can control the game. Look at the game at Stamford Bridge at the start of the season. When we were really chasing that equaliser, they managed to just get the second goal and they killed the game off completely. The way these lot can kill off games on their day is absolutely unbelievable. And obviously, as of recent, they may have struggled with that a bit more, but there's nothing stopping them from coming out and giving us a good smacking today. Let's be honest. I mean, I know it's a bit pessimistic, but it's possible. It is possible. Obviously, hopefully not. I don't think they will, but there's nothing stopping them. Injuries-wise, they're not always all clean sailing injuries-wise with Pep as well. I mean, look, defenders, they've got Diaz Ake out. Obviously, Walker's just left, so he's not going to play. Midfield, Rodri's out, of course, and forwards, Doku and Oscar Bob. So, they've got a few more weakened spots, and they're not going to have anywhere near a full strength of the team out there tonight. So, look, there's a game. We can win this game. We can win this game. Their form looks good, maybe not as good as it looks. The way they've played recently, injuries-wise, home form, it's not going to be a clean sailing game for them. We can make a real game of this. We know we can. We can. We can win this. We can win it. Look at last year. We went to the Etihad. We got a point. The first game of this season, it was a tight game. They won 2-0 in the end, but if we took our chances, that's a game we could have got something from. We can get something from this game, and if we do, it'll be absolutely massive for us. I'm very mixed on this. I'm a bit optimistic, bit pessimistic. But I do believe we can get something in this game. I mean, look, our last 5 games, obviously, we've had a bit of a dip in form. We've won 2 against Wolves and Morecambe, drawn 2, and lost 1 against Ipswich. We've scored 11, so a lot less than them, but we've only conceded 6, so slightly less conceded as well as them. So, look, our form hasn't been great recent, but if we go out there today, rejuvenated, take our chances. You never know. But I worry because I don't think we can control a game a whole 90 minutes against City. We did it very well last year when we got a point. The amount of control we used to have, we had, and the way we sat back and defended. I don't think we can do that right now against City. City are going to have a period in this game where they're completely on top and they're going to bombard us, and we have to get through that. We have to get through that. Damage limitation and take our chances. That's the 2 key things for me today. When we have that period where we're struggling and they're bombarding us, stick together, stay united, and just try to get through that period, damage limitation. And then when we have our chances, because we are going to get chances, I believe, when we get them, take them. If we do those 2 things, I say we can get something from this game. But it worries me. It does worry me because we haven't taken our chances recently that well. And I mean, look, Wolves completely bombarded us for that last 10 minutes. Bournemouth did it for a half. So, I am a bit worried about it. That being said, our away record is, it's really good. It's been really good, our away record this season. We've won 6, drawn 3, lost 2. We've scored 24 and conceded 13. So we have got a really, really good away record. But at the same time, there's always a catch. A bit like Man City's form, there's always a catch. We haven't won an away game in 3 games. So while we have won 6 away from home, none of the last 3. And so, I mean, yeah, it's interesting our away form. Because look, it has been really good. You look at the records, you look at where we've played away from home at times. It has been really good. You can't take that away from us. I mean, look, our last 5 games against City, they've won 3, then 2 have been drawn. We've not won against Man City in 10 games. The last time we beat them was in that Champions League final a few years ago. Respectfully, I wouldn't change it for an absolute thing. Not a thing I'd change that for. But it would be nice if we could, maybe allow the streak to end at 10 rather than make it 11 games without win against them, in all honesty. So, look, everything there, it's lining up for a really close, good game, I think. A really close, good game. As I said, take our chances when we get them. Try to get through that period of being bombarded with as much as possible. And there's a game out there for us to win. As I say, look, City, they go 2 goals up, they're not necessarily comfortable. Let's just constantly get at them. They're not comfortable at all right now. And with, say, injuries like that, Diaz and Ake, that could wobble their defensive stability. We can get something out of this game. I do believe it. So look at the team news. Wesley Fofana, Badiashile out in the defence. Romeo Lavia's out, attention till mid-March. It's not great at all, is it? Horrible news. Obviously, Mudrik's out. And literally, a minute before I start recording this, we got the news that João Felix is out as well. He had to return home for a family thing. So, obviously, hope he's okay. Best luck to him and his family, whatever it is. But, we're out them 5 today. Here's my team I play. I've gone with Jorgensen in goal. I think he'll play Sanchez still. But just how long can we go on with Sanchez putting these performances? Dropping the ball from that corner last week, it's unacceptable. The performances he's putting in are unacceptable. How long are we going to go on for tolerating these performances from Sanchez? That's why I've gone with Jorgensen in goal for me. Reece James right back. Look, when he played, he's absolutely sensational. Obviously, there's always a worry about keeping him fit. But I think he has to start right now based on his form. He starts against Wolves, so I think I'll keep that way. Right back, Reece James. Centre backs. I've gone with Trevor Chalobah in one of them. Look, he came. I disagreed when we loaned him out and we kicked him out of the first team squad, whatever, in the summer. But we loaned him out to Palace. Obviously, we recalled him. Last week against Wolves, he was absolutely sensational. Man of the match performance by far. Really good. Let's hope we can keep that form up. I have pretty much no doubt that he'll start later on today. Levy Cole centre back as well, hopefully. Maresca said on Cole and Enzo, but hopefully both should be good depending on how they trained yesterday. So, all goes well. Hopefully fine. Levy Cole will start in. Obviously, we can start Tosin, and Tosin's been decent as recent, so that wouldn't be a problem. But you'll see, you want your full strength team, or as full strength as you could get out there, so that'd be Cole for me if he is fit. Bukayo left back. No brainer, really, yeah. Especially now with Ross Vega, no brainer. Midfield, Caicedo, Enzo. Obviously, if Enzo is fit, then them two once again, not really a bit of a no brainer when there's no Romeo Lava involved. Then the three button striker, Palmer down the middle. I've gone with Neto on the right, Sancho on the left. I mean, one thing, I don't think there's much. Obviously, you could put Madueke in there. Um, but I think I'll go Neto. Let's see what Neto can do. Sancho as well, of course, returned to the team he played for. He played for City's academy for however long. And up top, Nicholas Jackson. We need a force for Jackson. He's gone quite a few games without a goal now. A lot of pressure's building on him. This would be the game to shut a lot of people up and put on a good performance. Obviously, when we came here last year and we got a 1-1 draw, he played, I think, didn't he play winger? But he played really well. So we're going for a good performance from Jackson again at the Etihad, get a goal, silence a lot of people, and get us, at the very least, a point, hopefully 3 points. So yeah, that's it for today then. It's like a nervous game. I'm looking forward to it and not looking forward to it at the same time, but so hopefully we can get something out of it. This isn't, I mean, it's a Man City team, they're going to be good, but this is a Man City team nowhere near their best. Let's push for something, boys. Let's get something out of these. They're a vulnerable lot. I mean, look, we can get something out of it, but we have got to be careful because at the same time they can absolutely demolish us. But let's hope we get something. Thanks for watching. Up the shelves. See you later.